How's the market, Marin County, July 1st, 2026? Let's dive into the details. So, one of the most important metrics is to review the number of listings for sale, the solds, and the pendings. Pending means the seller has accepted an offer and the buyer removed all contingencies. And the next step is for it to close escrow and be a sold. So the inventory month over month, June versus May, is down, and year over year it's down. So you have fewer listings, which is good if you're a seller. You have less competition. So let's look at the numbers. Month over month, there's 179 listings that were on the market in June, 229 on the market in May. That's a decrease of 22%. Year over year, a 43% decline in inventory. And then if we look at the solds, 147 versus 171, that's a decline of 14% month over month. Yet year over year, it's at 11%. And then the pendings, you have 142 and 165, which is a decrease of 14% month over month and an increase year over year of 15%. So what does that mean if you're a buyer or a seller? Well, for buyers, it means that there's fewer listings and there's fewer buyers month over month, which is normal this time of year as we enter the summer market. So we expect historically July and August to see fewer buyers in the market because buyers historically go out of town on vacation, summer breaks, family adventures. What it also means is that if there's fewer listings on the market, you're going to have more activity on those listings because buyers just don't have as many options. And if the life cycle of a home buyer is longer than it used to be because inventory is lighter, then it means those buyers are going to be extending their search from the spring market into the summer market. So if I'm a seller, I'm looking at inventory levels month over month, and I'm saying that's good for me because I have less competition. I am looking and seeing buyers are down quite a bit month over month from the spring market to the summer market. But I'm also seeing year over year, it's a much stronger market this time of year. So that's giving me confidence that if I need to or if I want to sell now, that it is still a favorable seller's market. All right, now let's go to the next data point, average price per square foot. Price per square foot varies all over Marin. Pockets of Marin can command north of $2,000 a foot, even north of $2,500 a foot in parts of Belvedere, Ross, Larkspur, Mill Valley, Stinson Beach. You'll see some really record price per square foot, but this is specifically average for the whole county. So you can see here, average price per square foot has gone down a little bit from 1,058 a foot to 979. Quite a big drop, actually. And April had a higher price per square foot than June. So if I'm a buyer, I'm looking, I'm saying, oh, the market's actually a little bit softer now in June than it was in May, and maybe even in June than it was in April. Next, days on market. So you can see here the highest days on market on this graph were in December and January. 72 days on the market, 76 days on the market. You can also see the number above on the red line. That's the sale price compared to the listing price. So 92% sale to list price when you had 72 days on the market, and 94% sale to list price when you had 76 days on the market. So as days on market increases, buyers are able to get more of a discount off the listing price. Now we see we're at a current 28 days on the market average, and we have a sale to list price of 103%. So if I'm a seller, I'm reading the data saying the faster my house sells, the higher the sale to listing price. Take that with a grain of salt, but I think you can see that at days on market increases, the lower your price is. So sellers say all the time, I'm just going to wait to get my price. I'm in no rush. That's fine. You sell your house however you want, but the buyers are the people who you have to motivate to engage with your home. And if your home is sitting on the market collecting days on market, buyers just skim right past those. They're focused on the new listings and the price reductions. So having days on market really hurts you if you're a seller, and it's important to take that data seriously. Average price for sale versus solds. The average listing price in June was over 3 million. The average sale price was 2.3 million. And you can see if we look month over month, the average listing price is down about 5%. The average sale price is down 15%. Yet year over year, the average sale price is up about 5.5%. So once again, month over month, the market is softer, but year over year, the market is hotter. And then this is probably my favorite data point, months of inventory. So if no new homes came to the market, how long would it take for the inventory to be absorbed? And right here, this says 1.2 months. We know that a balanced market is between 4 and 6 months of inventory. This means the market is heavily weighted towards sellers. So if you guys have any question about the data, current market conditions, what I'm seeing out there, how to be successful in the market, I'd love to have a conversation with you and learn more about your real estate needs. Happy 4th of July.